Hello everybody, it's Tessa-Marie coming to you on this Wednesday to August 14th. And here we are. I'm having a little tea today. So it is amazing. Hello Stacy, happy birthday to you. How are you feeling on your wonderful teenage years ahead of you? Good morning, Ryan. Let me know what you're doing. Good morning, Nancy. Lovely work on that quilt. How are you guys feeling this morning? It is a beautiful, beautiful morning. Not too hot, not too cold. A lovely time of the year. So, how are you feeling today? So, thank you, Stace. Yes, we are ready for, hey, it's 8 o'clock. Let me rest that tea down and get cracking to get you guys going. We start at 8. We honor that. The angels know we are coming. Good morning, Lorna. How are you doing this morning? Where is Georgie? How are you guys doing? We start at 8 no matter what is going on, right? Happy birthday to Stacy, guys. She's turning 20 today. And here we are. So let's look at what we're doing. So I'm going to read to you the DM I received yesterday. I always ask you guys, you the ones that are always here, to send me, hi Loretta, good morning, something that you want me to talk about. So anyway, this person is not a follower of mine, but they must have gone on. I think they're following me now. And she said she's not able to watch it in the morning, so she watches it at lunchtime because she's working from 6 or something like that. So, happy birthday, Stacy. So let's look at this. No matter, she said, what I do, I am not able to meditate. Help. So that's what she said. And I love that. Because good morning, Yuko. How are you feeling this morning? Happy birthday to Stacy. Don't forget, guys, to wish her happy birthday. Let us share the love. So she does not know how to meditate. Or hi, Georgie. Good morning. I'm looking for you this morning. How are you feeling today? Happy birthday to Stacy. Send her some love. She always does to each and every one of us. Thanks, Ryan. So, and Yuko for doing that. So no matter. She said, this person said, no matter what I do, I am not able to meditate. And then in capital letters, help. And, you know, she comes to watch us and to be with us. Hi, Colin, good morning. Around noon, because she says she works from 6 in the morning. So it's at lunchtime or sometime in the day she gets, and it's usually around noon. So I thought, so if one person is challenged by being able to meditate, then there are others who also are challenged by it. So that's what I thought. And that's what I heard. I said, you know what? If this one person decided that they wanted to meditate, they desire to meditate, but they find that they're challenged by the mere thought of meditation or by doing it. What we have to know for sure is that where there is one person that is lacking something to help them live a fulfilled life, there we are. There are others. The thing though is if we have a little bit of wisdom and knowledge, a little bit of information that might strengthen that person, then we should share. The more we share, the more we are replenished. It might be comfortable to have been brought up where you don't give much to others, and you maybe don't need from others. That's okay. But life is cyclical. And what you give comes around. It's like a clock. It's sooner or later it comes back to midday. But it keeps going. So when we send out what we have, the knowledge we have, or an article we have, or piece of, or we do something for someone, what it does, it reinforces that. My dad said when you teach somebody, what you just taught them, it makes it more stronger in you. And then he said, it might just open because you're talking to that person, because you're telling them something. It will open a portal, that was his word, that will give you more information because you have emptied yourself into that person that needed you to guide them. And, you know, he had many different things he said he taught us. And I yesterday in Toronto, and that for the past twice this past week or so, or 2 weeks, a worker in a trench, two workers got in a trench, and, you know, they were covered by the dirt in the trench. Naturally, there was a lot of rain, but the trench, the hole, that big hole, they're working on a home, and it was not shored up properly. So as you guys know, my father did architecture in whatever he did with his construction things. And one day he said to me, I will never hire, good morning, Dawn, how are you feeling today? I will never hire a lazy person. And when I saw this one yesterday, another accident happened the same way, and the fire chief said the walls of that trench will show off properly. So I remembered my dad when he said, I will not hire somebody that is lazy, knowingly lazy, because they're going to take chances, they're going to cut corners, and it will cost lives or mean another human being. And he always said, I send the hardest and busiest working employee to work on building a scaffold for the building. And I thought of him when they said the man yesterday died, and the fire chief said the walls of that trench was not properly, it wasn't properly shored up so that the dirt wouldn't come tumbling on them while they're working in that hole. So this man died, he left his home yesterday, and that's how he ended. So I'm throwing that out there because why I'm saying that in the middle of meditation is that whatever you do, it doesn't matter what your job is, what your service is, because really, like the Ford or the GM truck, they said we are built to serve. That's where that comes from the GM truck. You're built to serve. So we are built to serve in the world in different ways. So it doesn't matter what we are doing, like Nancy is repairing an old quilt. So she's going to put her best in there to bring it as close to the original as it could be. You're going to prepare a meal. Do not slap it together. Do not say you're shoving it in the oven. Whatever you do, do it well. Dawn was yesterday cleaning all the concrete at the estate with a power washer. She took her time to do it well, and she was really proud of it and sent it for me to see. So everything we do, we have to do it well. And now you're going to say, where is she going? She's going right back to meditation. Because although you are not able to meditate like Deepak Chopra and all these yogis and sadhus from India and all over the world where meditation is a big part of their life, we all have to remember, we have to polish, we have to sharpen our axe to cut more trees. So in order for us to meditate properly, we have to constantly go after it, consistently to do it. And when we fail, and when we are not satisfied with how well we meditated, we still need to congratulate ourselves. I always ask you to spend some time in gratitude to say, I am happy and grateful I did a little bit of meditation today. It doesn't have to be a whole lot of meditation. It doesn't have to be a whole lot of anything you do, but it has to be done well. If you're hired to do something, do your best. Do not suck your teeth and get angry. I'm just going to do it. It's the only person that's feeling that is you. I have witnessed it so many times with people. Or they say, I'm not paid to do that. Well, what are you paid to do? You're paid to be there. When the person hired you, they hired you to do whatever they ask you to do today. When you take that attitude, it usually makes your life better. I know, I lived it. I was with a manager that decided that a financial planner who is bringing in millions of dollars needs to do some filing. That was, at that time, it was a $10, minimum wage job. And all out of the blue, she decided, you guys have to do your own filing. And the other planners were all upset. And I'm looking, I'm saying, you know what, I have 3 people to feed and educate, and I have a life to live. And so I sat there, and she said, everybody, you have anything to say? I said, no, I really don't have a thing to say. So I went home and I thought of it. I didn't say anything. I just listened. The next day, I showed up. I took my bunch of files, and I stood up. The filing cabinet happened to be right outside her office. But she had hired her friend, and her friend refused to do it and suggested to her that we do it. So one of the girls, Thelma came to me and she said to me, Tessa-Marie, you're doing the filing? I said, why shouldn't I? I said, TD, in all their big time money and degrees and all what they have and the people they pay, they have a think tank, they have a this and they have that. They decide they can pay me the salary they pay me to do a $10 job. Who am I to fight this? And the manager was right there in her office. The door was open, and I said, no, if I can make $60 million in a week, bringing in money for them, and they decide the best thing to do for Tessa-Marie Shillingford is to tell her to file, I'm going to do my best at it. So I filed away. Next day she called and she changed the rules because I didn't have to fight with her. So we do not fight if what we need to do. Hi, Peter, good morning. Welcome. What we have to fight is to consistently do it. So all of that tells you it's meditation. You have to think. Meditation is, of course, challenging. It's challenging for everybody. It is challenging for Deepak Chopra and all of those that are on, and what's her name? And Oprah that did it with him, and everybody was doing it and working on it. It's challenging. It is extremely challenging, everything we do. If you're doing something in life and it doesn't challenge you, you need to change and do something else. It's only in a challenge that we grow. It's only by being persistent that we grow. It is not that we are unable to meditate. It is because we were told that meditation is to sit still, silence, and keep your thoughts on one mantra or our breath. That's what they said. Meditation means you have to keep your breath, think of your breath. And that wild animal they call the brain is galloping into the past, is galloping it away from the present into the future. And when we do that, they say, when that happens, just go back to the breath. Just go back to the breath. We are not taking that seriously. Meditation does not, all of us meditate. We all meditate. Everybody meditates. You just do not realize you're meditating. When you receive or you're in the life that you desire, you meditated yourself into it. How many times you thought? You sat down and you thought, I need to get this job. You fill out the form. All of those actions is a form of meditation. The thing is, if we fight it, it will fight right back. So the best thing to do is to sit. If today, all you can do is to sit and relax for 30 seconds in meditation, you did. Meditation gives us the results of the life we live. Meditation gives us the result of the life that we are experiencing now. We meditated. To find a lover, you meditated. You look at that person or you dreamt of that person. That's meditation. To have a fight with your neighbor, with yourself, with others, you're still meditating, you're planning. To go and purchase things, you're meditating. We do not realize that every thought and action takes meditation to get us there. If you're successful at what you do, it took time. You meditated through it. You worked on it. You never stopped planning it. I want to be wealthy. I want to have this. I want to do. You say it. That is meditation. The thing is that we keep wanting to do it and not doing it. Every time you say, I want to learn to meditate, you're saying to yourself, you don't know how to meditate. Want is a hollow, is a container with a hole. Every time you say, I want this, you're acknowledging to yourself you do not have it yet. And for that reason, I always say, I desire. Desire is easier on yourself. on your psyche, on your thing. I prefer to be consistent. I desire to wake up in the morning at this time. I desire to meditate. You know what, Tessa-Marie? I prefer waking up at 5 rather than 5:30. You see what I mean? Instead of saying, I want to and I'm not doing it, you are doing it. If you think it, you're meditating it. If you design it, you're meditating it. If you make it, you're meditating through it. So meditation is a challenge because, as I said, it's not that we have to learn to meditate. We have to continue to meditate in different ways. They said to us, we have to sit and go, Some of us cannot even concentrate on ourselves, and for us to be on meditation is thinking of the mantra, right? And my thought is saying, well, I need to do the dishes, I have to clean the bathroom, and I'm attempting to meditate. So that doesn't work. But if you were to sit, just sit, do not do anything, let your mind go, let it do its thing, and just get accustomed to sitting still. Some people cannot even stand being by themselves. They must have a household of people. They must have people around them, or they feel lonely. When you feel lonely, you go into meditation and you sit there and you begin to just relax and sit still. Even if you have to get out of your house. I had a friend who had a hard time, and I said, just go to the washroom and just sit there. Just sit there. You can meditate in the shower. This is where a lot of breakthroughs come through, in that shower. Have you ever noticed? It's while you're in the shower you realize what you're learning, what comes to you, stand there. And for one, while you're there, when you first enter the shower, don't be in a rush. Stand there and feel the water. Feel the temperature of the water. Feel where it is going. Feel the energy. Feel how it feels on your body. Actually enjoy that moment. So meditation is being able to sit. So you guys know that I said that after the morning blessings, I stop for 10 minutes. I continue to drink my tea. Mind you, it is colder. But I sit for 10 minutes and I sip on that tea. Silence around me, nothing is on, and then I get up and I go. That is calming. That is getting yourself accustomed. 10 minutes, a lot of people will say they do not have the time. I don't have 10 minutes to spare. But if you're in charge of your life, even like Yuko, she's in charge of her life. She can organize it. She can take her clients and space them to a point where she does have 10 minutes. But if you really truly cannot manufacture or create a 10 minutes of space for yourself, create 5. That's what I told her. I said, take 5. Just take those 5 minutes and sit down. Keep your backside on a chair. Sit down. Because that rushing and hurrying to go do something, to get something, to be there, to do that, it does not help you. Because let's say you have to do something, you want to change something in your home. And you're thinking you have to rush through it, get it done right now. What about that day that you sat down and you're thinking and you're just having your water, but you know at the back of your mind, you know you need to get this done and that done, and you maybe need a construction person to come do it. What about you just sit there and you just let it go? And you think about it, you let it go. You think about it, you let it go. And then one day, your meditation balances you to the point where you can see clear. I can do this. I know how to do this. I can get somebody to do it for me. You see, meditation is thinking in the moment and thinking of the moment in the moment. That is meditation. It's not, your mind will never go blank, but choose what you want to deal with. Another way to practice meditation is something like what we did yesterday. Go in and connect with you. Go in, and it is an amazing thing. I know you need your imagination there. You really do need to have an imagination. So imagine you as a child and feel that when you go in your heart, a city appears, a village appears, a place appears. And look at it. That is meditation. You are looking at what is inside of you, what you're feeling. You're not listening to the TV. You're not listening to this. You're not listening to the noise. You're not listening, to things happening. Even if all you can take is 5 minutes to be in there or less, you do it every day. To be good at something, you have to do it every day. A lot of actions leads to meditation. You can walk and you're meditating. They call it a walking meditation. I think they have videos on that. They lead you, but you can lead yourself. So we have 10 minutes. I'm going to take you guys on a meditation. Are you ready? So today, you're on a meditation. You woke up, you look out the window, and in front of you is the beach or the river, the ocean is in front of you. So stay with me. So you're looking at it, you see yourself opening the door and walking on the beach, feeling the sun on your shoulders, feeling your breath as you go. Your feet is walking through the sand, no shoes, a nice loose shirt for the men, shorts, and the women a flowing dress, a lovely dress that the breeze can move around you. And you're walking on the beach, you look to your left and you see a road. Now that road is a little rocky. If you're listening, close your eye now. So just close your eyes. So it's an unpaved road and it has trees on either side of it. The sun is dancing on the road as you're walking. And you're walking through this road, and then you look further to your left and you see a field full of wildflowers. And also there's a huge tree, Close your eyes, keep your eyes on that. You decide to continue on the left. You get off the road and you walk, and there's a tiny path because the grass is so tall and the sunflowers are so big and all these beautiful wild lilies, daylilies, are just covered this place. And then you come to this tree. It's like a huge oak tree, a huge tree. And the tree is just the leaves and the branches are looking. You look down and there is a stream. There's this big, beautiful stream. You look and you stopped. Something told you just sit on the bank of this little stream for a moment and put your feet, remember you have no shoes on, in the water and splash it around for a little bit. And then you get up, you lean against the tree and you enjoy the view. It's almost like you're pushing yourself into the tree to get the energy of the tree to fill you up and to make you stronger, to make you more focused, to make you more determined. You go back and the tree opens up and welcomes you. It's almost like it has arms and it cradles you. You feel secure, you feel safe. And then you slightly move away as soon as you start feeling really strong again. But you're continuing on the journey up all through the fields and you keep walking and you're enjoying, you're smelling the wildflowers, and the sun is shining. It's not hot. It's a sunny day, but not hot. It's not burning you. It is absolutely perfect, and it is just for you. And then all of a sudden, in front of you is a huge marble staircase in the middle of nowhere. Curiosity kills the cat. The satisfaction brought it back. So you slowly look at it and say, should I go? And something says, why not? You're already on this journey. So you slowly walk up the stairs. And as you're coming to the landing, your guardian angel puts his hand out, holds yours, and brings you up to there. And then turns you around by your shoulder and says, look at the world that is before you. What do you see? You see only beauty. You see wonderful things. Choose what you want to see. And you stay there and you're looking at it. You sit at the edge of this staircase for a while, the marble stairs for a while, and you're wondering, why is this out here right in this moment? Now remember, your eyes are closed. So anyway, you wait, and all of a sudden, you find yourself saying goodbye. And you slowly go down the stairs, feeling energized and relaxed. And you walk away, go back the way you came, not stopping at the stream, not stopping in the fields to smell the flowers, not rushing either. But it's almost like you're feeling like you're floating. You get to the road, you cross, go back on the beach, you smile because the sun is still shining on the beach. You walk into the house and you rest, you sit down. You just sit. That is meditation. The picture is yours to draw. Your imagination will give it to you. It's always in there waiting for you to knock on the door. So how are you feeling now? If you truly close your eyes and you sit and you listen, those of you that listened, how are you feeling now? I bet you're feeling empty, like you lost something, but yet you feel good. That's meditation. You kept your eyes on the journey, and that is life. You must keep your eye on the journey. We have to stop looking sideways and backwards. We need to go forward. So if this touched you, we have 3 minutes. There were 7 or 8 of you here, and it was a special day. Tell me, if this just touched you, let me know what you thought. And if you don't, then I know I did it in vain. But the thing is, when you feel this need to meditate, it doesn't have to be sitting in a lotus position with your legs crossed and going and fighting because you cannot keep your mind on whatever it is you're supposed to keep your mind on. We are unique. We are different. So therefore, our journey of meditation is different. This is one that I have been using for a long time, and I share it with people at different times when I'm coaching and they're all in the turmoil. It changes, and then there's more to it. I couldn't bring it to the conversation with the angels because it would take a little longer. But that is something that when you're feeling discombobulated or when you remember hurts, sometimes we have hurts happening in our life and it pushes us. So when we remember how we felt when somebody we knew from our past, a child, a parent, a sibling hurt you or did something to you that you cannot get over, that is a good way to change the feeling. I actually felt the temperature of the water in the spring. Yes, you do. You can. So those of you that are afraid to see how you feel, that's okay. But if it didn't mean anything to you, that's okay. But if you need to learn to meditate, remember you have it already. No one can teach you to meditate but you, no matter how much money you pay. But you have to learn to find who you are and what it is you're looking for. That, if you cannot sleep, you can also use that. You can make the beach midnight and the stars and dancing, and the moon is dancing on the water. You can see the moon just flying all over the water. That is another form that you can use. You can follow the moonlight. You can see the moon dancing on the stream. You can find animals around. You might see a unicorn. You might see a Pegasus. Very mystical animals will show up. But you need to believe that it is you that is working to help you. So anyway, it is. So Stacy said goosebumps. Dawn said she could feel the water. And you should feel good. I didn't want to prepare you for it because you wouldn't experience it. Colin said, thank you, an amazing lesson I needed. Thank you, Colin. I'm glad you said that. So let me see. So Nancy, Stacy, Yuko, Colin, Don, Ryan, Lorna, and Loretta. So you guys are here. And you guys felt it. Some people felt it. I'm getting my shoes and Stacy was going to walk. On your birthday, you're going to walk. So I could visualize I was waking and enjoying the breeze. Yeah, walking and enjoying the breeze, I guess you're saying. Yeah. So that's what it's all about. You have to, meditation is not a lotus position, a straight back. Meditation is what gives us the life we live. So we choose. And you know that. If our thoughts become things, when you're thinking horrible things about people and you notice that's what you have, then you know you're in trouble because you created that life. So take meditation seriously. The person that hurts you, leave them on the beach. It could be sometimes children can say things that hurt parents, their behavior, their attitude, their roughness, their situation. You have to remember you didn't conceive them yourself, all by yourself. So when that happens, take that situation and the person involved and leave them on the beach. Drop them there. And you may choose to pick them up on your way back. But that is one way. Or leave them on the landing on that marble staircase. It's not inside of a house, it's outside. It creates mystical. Give them a ride on the unicorn. Let them go with Pegasus. Let them learn to swim in that crystal water so it will cleanse them. Drop them there and move on. So guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for what you got from today. And keep your eyes on yourself. Meditation is going in and creating it. Whatever you get, that is what you meditated on. Where your life is because of your meditation. Have an amazing and wonderful day. Thank you, everybody. I did call your names and say, thank you for choosing Nancy, Stacy, Yuko, Colin, Dawn, Ryan, Lorna, and Loretta. Thank you for doing this. Have a great and amazing day. Bye, everybody. I made sure I pick up everybody's. Yeah, okay. Bye.